Okay, so welcome once again. Let's go ahead and get started with our presentation here tonight. My name is Danny Pacheco, and I am super excited to be your host today on the iProNetwork presentation. Folks, we're going into some serious momentum. We have people joining from now all different parts of the world. I know we've had some people sign up from Australia, some people sign up from New Zealand. We have some people signing up from Europe. And just by seeing some of the leaders that are on the webinar here today, I know that we have some leaders from um, out of Chicago that I'm super excited about that because I know we have a ton of people down there that are just going to go crazy with this thing. And so we're just trying to see where it is that we're going to start traveling to first. I know that this Saturday we have a kickoff event here in Southern California at in the Irvine area, which is the mecca of the business world here in South Orange County. And then we also have simultaneously we have a big meeting over in Houston, so if you guys have people in the Houston area, make sure that you get with your leadership so we get you that information on where that's going to be held. But here, if you haven't seen the meeting, the kickoff meeting here for Irvine, please follow up with us, send us a text message, send us an email, and we'll get that information out to you pronto because this is going to be a full house. We have some special guests here that are coming over that have about 70,000 people in their organization that have now joined iProNetwork. So we're going to be seeing some massive volume coming on board and a lot of people coming on board. So it's just going to be an exciting time. So, guys, let's go ahead and get started. And we're going to be talking about cryptocurrency, and cryptocurrency in today's MLM era is just huge. I mean, everywhere you turn, there are companies popping up, and there's good and there's bad because the good is that if you're like this person over here that's super excited, that's for a good reason because what you don't know can hurt you. And right now, cryptocurrency, folks, it's in the infancy stages, but it's no longer the future. It's the here and now. That's what you need to get from this webinar is that what we're talking about today, whether you like it, whether you accept it, whether you're aware of it or not, you are going to be forced into this technology. No different than when I got started kicking and screaming in direct sales about 10 years ago. And that was another shift in technology that was taking place. We were going from analog phone lines to digital phone lines. And guess what? Whether people accepted it or not, that's what happened. We all went digital in telecommunications. And so, what we're saying here today, folks, is that if you don't know about it or have just heard about it and are not sure how you fit into all of this, understand this that the people that get it and get it today can capitalize versus the people that don't get it and then are forced to adopt the technology whether they like it or not. Because this is where we're going. We're going to cryptocurrency, and that's the next evolution of money, folks. Make no mistake, this is where we're at, and that's where we're going. So, cryptocurrency has been around for 7 years, so it's not like it's brand new, but still a very small sector of the population has even heard of it. Now, Bitcoin, probably most of you have already heard about it. Bitcoin has made the news all over the place. If you go check online, do some cursory research, you're going to find out that Bitcoin is the big boy on the block. They came out 7 years ago with zero value, and the only way you can get it is by a complicated mechanism called mining. That where you had to actually, learn how to attach yourself to the open source and to the network and verify transactions and verify complicated mathematical algorithms that exponentially got more difficult each time in order to get a reward that's known as a block. And if I kind of lost you already, guess what? That's what mining was like. So there was a lot of heavy lifting involved. Now, since Bitcoin, there's been a ton of other currencies that have come out. There's about 600, 700 more currencies that are on the market today. And as you see the screen here, there's an example of Ripple, Litecoin, Peercoin, and a few others. And that's just to let you know that there's a lot of coins out there that are legitimate coins. But even though They might be on an exchange. There's a difference between certain coins and other coins. And then there's the coins that are really shouldn't even be called cryptocurrency because they really don't fit the definition of a cryptocurrency. So number one, a cryptocurrency has to be completely decentralized, no control for one entity over that cryptocurrency. And then it has to be open source where people can actually produce it by the mechanism known as mining. Now, the modern way of mining is so much easier than the way Bitcoin started out. And so it's very seamless. It's very user friendly. And if you do get involved with us, you're going to learn how to do that process. Very, very, very simple. So let's talk about what's relevant to everybody here today, which is the new way of acquiring cryptocurrency without having to do the heavy lifting, without having to mine it, without having to geek out on the subject and just learn all the technical aspects of it. ICOs have become very, very popular. And an ICO, folks, stands for initial coin offering. And then the ones that you see on screen are Lisk, Waves, the DAO, Ethereum, and MadeSafe Coin. All of these are successful ICOs that came out in the last 2 years, some of them with different varying degrees of success. Bottom line is that the new way of actually becoming involved with cryptocurrency at very, very low pricing is through ICOs. And so that has really become a staple of the industry. Now, it's no different than crowdfunding. So if somebody has a new idea, a new invention, a new business model, or just want to raise money for some kind of a cause awareness, crowdfunding has become very, very popular. Well, crowdfunding in the cryptocurrency space is known as an ICO. And it has its good, but it also has its bad because if that is it, if that is the whole arch of what this funding is all about, then the only way to make money is through speculation, folks. And that's not what we're about. We're not interested in only that. Now, is that an important part of it? Absolutely. But we're more interested, as far as IPN, is the usability of the coin. And we're going to get to that in just a second, where we're really going to dial into that subject matter because right now, folks, about 90% or 95% of all the cryptocurrencies that are out there exist only for speculation, and we're not that. So IPN is both the speculation plus the usability and creating the marketplace so that people can actually use their cryptocurrency. Now, this is what I was talking about earlier. There's a very, very small select group within the cryptocurrency community that actually capitalize on it. So even though it's been around for 7 years, only 6% of the entire world population, listen to what I just said, of the entire world population even knows about cryptocurrency. The other 94% still don't know. So we have an opportunity to educate the masses. Folks, this is huge because if you're in an opportunity or you're looking for a home or you've been trying, direct sales for a while and you just haven't found that right thing, this is perfect because you get to educate the consumer. You get to come from a position of, hey, this is new. This is why you need to understand it because this is the future. And let me show you how this makes sense. And so this is really what IPN did. It did an analysis of the market and came up with a concept that is new, is fresh, and very, very, very few people in the entire world even knows about it. Now, this is part of that analysis. They figured out, well, listen, cryptocurrency is coming. There's no mistaking it. All the top minds, all the biggest and brightest business people in the world, including people like Bill Gates, Tim Draper, which is known as the Nostradamus of the financial world, people like Sir Richard Branson, the Winklevoss twins, all of these types of people, the inventor, innovator of Netscape, all of these people have now invested millions, if not billions of dollars into cryptocurrency and the underlying technology known as the blockchain. So here's where it all comes together. 81% of cryptocurrency is currently being spent for online shopping. That's right, guys, e-commerce. Now, I could talk about e-commerce for the next hour or so, but I'm not going to do so. I'm just going to leave you with this in your mind. Most big box retailers are closing stores as we speak. Macy's just went through about, I'm not sure if it was 65 or 70 stores that they closed down. Sears, Best Buy, All the major retailers are closing stores down. This has been a trend over the last decade. And guess what? Over the last 4 years, the big boys, Facebook, Amazon, eBay, and Google have experienced 200% growth because everybody's moving online in terms of shopping. So it's very, very simple. We're not reinventing the wheel here. We're just providing the mechanism to bring within one platform the industry known as cryptocurrency, the industry known as e-commerce, and the industry known as direct sales, and bringing all of that together. That's what iProNetwork is. It is connecting people through business, through e-commerce, through our network with cryptocurrency. And this is huge because it solves the biggest challenge that the majority of cryptocurrencies have, which is acceptance. See, that's the reason why you have Bitcoin, which is worth $900 or $800. I haven't checked it today, so I'm not sure where we're at in terms of the value of Bitcoin. But it's hundreds and hundreds of dollars. Where you have, the number two coin, which is Ethereum, which has a better blockchain, more efficient, faster reconciliation in terms of payments, and more secure. And yet, Ethereum has only been fluctuating between $7 and $13 for the last 7 months. Now, why is that? The only thing that gives a cryptocurrency value, folks, is supply and demand. Now, I just told you that 81% of cryptocurrencies that are being actually used are being used online. And guess what? Bitcoin is number one. So it's a very, very simple formula. We understand that Bitcoin right now is being accepted by 2 million retailers. And guess where the majority of those retailers are? They're online. And that's what gives a cryptocurrency its value. See, at the end of the day, folks, there's only four things that matter within cryptocurrency. One of them is anonymity, one of them is security, and the other one is innovation. What new innovation are you bringing into the marketplace? What's different? What are you doing that's outside of the box of what already exists? And IPM brings all of that and more. But the number one thing that trumps all of those things is liquidity. Where can I use it? Where can I spend it? Because that's what's going to drive the value of the currency. So I hope that that's really, really cleared for you folks, because this next part is really tied into that. This is what you need to understand, that what we're launching with has never been done before. What you're seeing today, folks, is really something that's been put together to really solve that issue within the cryptocurrency world, which is to give something liquidity. At the center of all this is, where am I going to be able to spend my coins? So this is twofold. The very first thing we're going to talk about is our retail discount membership club, which we just basically call our coin back rewards program. And so I'm going to outline how that works. Very simple. Most of us have already shopped online at some point, and we're used to making rewards, maybe a cashback, maybe frequent flyer miles, maybe credits, whatever those rewards are called. We're used to shopping and getting some type of reward, some loyalty reward. So this is the very, very first coin back program. Now, this is attached to 4,500 major retailers, big box retailers like Macy's, Best Buy, Walmart, Target, Amazon, Petco, Priceline, OfficeMax, and Kohl's, just to name a few. Folks, this is huge, because what happens is you're going to shop just like you've always shopped before. But as a consumer, when you earn those rewards, you're going to get rewarded in cryptocurrency. Now, this is huge, because think about it. Bitcoin, when it first came out, it was worth nothing. Now, the first transaction that actually happened with Bitcoin was 2 Papa John's pizzas for 10,000 Bitcoin, which at the time was only worth $25 back in 2010. Well, think about that right now. If those 10,000 coins that were spent for Papa John's pizzas, if you attach today's value to that, that is huge, guys. That is huge. Those are like the most expensive pizzas in history. So when you're shopping through these portals, whether it's through your phone, your iPhone, your Android phone, or Chrome or iOS, whatever it is, it doesn't matter. The shopping experience is seamless. You're going to be able to shop, get these rewards, earn these rewards in crypto, but you're actually going to get the equivalent of USD dollars in cryptocurrency. So let's say very, for, this example that's on the screen here, you look at the cashback program, it's $35 that you've earned. Now this was actually a case study off of a shopping experience of $278. So let's take this example, okay, at the current price of our currency, which is at 0.025. So if you divide that into $35.49, let me give you an example of how this works, okay? So if you have $35.49 and we divide this up, give me just a quick second here, folks, trying to bring my calculator up. So we have $35 divided by 0.025 is 1,400. Now, where did I get 0.025? That is the current price of our currency. So $35.49 divided by 0.025 would give me 1,400 coins. Now think about this, okay? 7 years ago, Bitcoins were worth nothing. But today, they're worth 900. Now let's say these 1,400 coins in 7 years are not worth $900. Let's say they were only worth $1. Would you be upset? Let me see that by a show of hands. Would anybody be upset? You can just put in the chat box. Now, what if they went to $2? Would you be happy? Okay, I see a lot of hands going up. Yes, 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 yes. Now, who would be unhappy? Well, I don't think anybody would be unhappy. In fact, this is one of the things that people really need to understand. So what I'd like to do real quick is I'd like to bring up one of my business associates and very, very good friend of mine that's on the webinar right now. This man is an expert in e-commerce, has built some massive organizations in direct sales. He's an entrepreneur, has been at the forefront of this just right from when it started because of what this company is putting together. So I'm going to bring on board a very good friend of mine that's on this webinar right now. His name is Bishop Stewart. Bishop, are you there? Okay, it looks like we're having some audio difficulties. Okay, we're going to have to... Oh, there you go.
Oh,
I can hear you now.
Okay, did you ask me something? I lost signal for a second there.
No. What I said, I wanted to bring on board, I don't know if you could see the slide. I just explained to them how the Coinback program works and, just introduced you as, an expert in e-commerce. I know that you do a lot of volume in e-commerce. You have multiple businesses. And when you saw this for the first time, when you saw the Coinback program attached to cryptocurrency, and just what were your thoughts, or what were you going through, what was going through your mind when you saw this for the very first time?
Oh, I was absolutely blown away because right now when you're studying, consumer behavior, people really, really love the cashback programs. When you look at Ebates, how massive that organization is, because what happens is it prompts people to do more of what they're already doing when you reward them with something, especially in terms of revenue, right? If you give someone, $2 back for taking a certain action, now you're rewarding a certain behavior, and that prompts people to do more and more of it. So, for example, like my wife, she got something the other day, and she loves cashback as well. So she's always buying stuff online, and she'll always tell me like, "Oh, I got $40 back for this," and I'm like, "Well, you spent $500 to get that," but that's the psychology of consumer behavior. They feel they're being rewarded. And so when I looked at this, knowing how powerful cashback programs are online, I said, wow, this is absolutely going to dominate the industry, because now we're going to essentially be giving people back even more, because if I get back $40, or my wife came home and told me, hey, Bishop, I got cash back, but it's in the form of cryptocurrency, and I know that that can go up in value, guess what? I'm going to be excited about that purchase, and I'll probably tell her to go buy a few more things. So I was excited because I know that we're going to dominate and actually capture a lot of that audience, Danny, that is already out there, already doing this. We're not changing their behaviors. We're just giving them a better reward for the actions that they're already taking. And so it's absolutely going to be phenomenal. And just knowing cryptocurrencies is all about usability, I think we're going to absolutely be one of the cryptocurrencies to reckon with in the industry.
Excellent. Thank you so much, Bishop. Could have been said it better myself. I'm going to go ahead and mute the mic, and because I'm getting a little feedback. But thank you so much for participating. Okay, well, you heard it, folks. I mean, this part here, if you understand just this component of what we have, this is massive. We could build a massive organization, folks, just with this. But it doesn't stop here. This is just a piece of the puzzle. This is just on the consumer side. This is what people get for free. Remember, they're just buying whatever it was they were going to buy, period. So they're going to get whatever it is that they were buying, but on top of that, they get the rewards. Now, on top of that, this is what's exclusive to the membership and in terms of the cryptocurrency, where you're going to have access, not just you, but everybody is going to have access to a mall. Think eBay, think Amazon, where you're going to get the same kind of stuff that you buy on eBay and Amazon, but guess what? You're going to have it deeply discounted, but in order to get those discounts, you have to pay with our currency. Now that's huge, folks, because what that does is it incentivizes people to buy the cryptocurrency and use it to save money. So I love the way one of my other business associates says, look, this is what we're about. We're about, number one, do you like to shop? Yes. Do you like to shop and save? Yes. Do you like to shop, save, and make money? Yes, yes, yes. That's what IPN is all about. So we're creating a whole mall experience where the only currency that you can use is Pro. And that's it. And folks, that incentivizes people to go ahead and actually get involved with us. Now, let's take a look at a few other things. There's 5 ways to acquire coins. And there's a typo there. Make sure I'll fix that. Okay, crypto exchanges. That's number one. People can just go to the exchange and buy it directly there. Staking coins. That's the new and improved way of mining cryptocurrency, which is very, very user friendly. So everybody that comes on board is going to get the education on how to do that, which is seamless and it's automatic from the network at premium pricing. So there's always going to be premium pricing attached to buying it directly from the network. Then you could also earn coins through online shopping, which we already explained. And then you can earn them also as part of your commissions. The IPM business program allows people to get paid 70% in fiat currency or cash and 30% in crypto. So right now, 15 billion coins are being offered. The price, this is actually needs to be updated to 0.025 is the current price of the coins. So let's talk a little bit about what iProNetwork's purpose is. Number one is to offer a solution for merchant platforms. So this is the end game, folks. There's only 2 coins out there that can offer a merchant platform that goes from cryptocurrency to bank account. And so what we're doing is developing 4 different applications that are going to be two for the consumer side, 2 for the merchants, and that's one of them. Solution for retail shoppers, we already explained all of that, but also a solution for charities, a platform to make it simple for giving and accepting donations through cryptocurrency. Now, those donations, people are going to love them. Why? Because when you give the donation, that's the donation that keeps on giving. Because when the price of the currency goes up, well, guess what? The donation just got bigger. So, pretty cool. Now, let's talk about our compensation program, folks. And you know, I've been in the industry now for 11 years, guys. A little over 10 years. Oh, not quite 11 years, but pretty close. And in that time, we've been blessed making multiple 7 figures in the industry with multiple companies. So, that being said, folks, the comp plan that we have right now is so complete yet so simple. Because I hate compensation programs that tell you, you know what, we have like 56 easy ways for you to make money. Because I already understand that the more confusing the compensation plan is, the more breakage is built into the program. Now, if you don't know what breakage is, folks, you know, it's kind of like a bad word in network marketing on the consumer end, on the rep end, on the field end. But on the company side, that's what they're looking to do, is to have breakage, which is the difference of the commissions that really just roll up to the company because nobody earned them because they made it too difficult for people to actually make money. So this is a very, very simple compensation plan, but it's extremely generous. So let me break it down this way. Now, I've been, like I said, just shy of 11 years in the industry. And one of the things that I like the most is always having fast cash, being able to make money today. And with this program, there's 5 different levels of membership. There's $100, 500, 1500, 2500, and 5500. Now, when you come in today, folks, you're going to take the current price of the market rate of the coin, which is right now 0.025, and divide it up by the package that you purchase. So I'll give you an example. If you take the $100 package, you're going to divide 0.025 into $100, and you would get that many coins attached to that package. Now, there's a 10% direct sell bonus on any package sold directly by you. So if you sell a package of 5,500, which is our top package, you're going to earn a commission, a fast cash of $550 in your pocket right away. Now, one last thing. There is a one-time $50 activation fee attached to every single one of these packages. Now, the binary bonus. Now, folks, I love the binary. I've been in the binary since day one, and I absolutely love the binary, and here's the reason why. It is the one program that I know that you can help people below you. How do you help them? Well, you can position people below you, below other leaders, below other people to strengthen that leg, that team. So in a sense, you're creating 50% of the volume that somebody needs in order to start earning commissions. Now, typically, that's how binary is going to work. Now, in order for you to get paid, you have to do your 50% of the work. Now, whatever you do on your weak side or your pay leg is what it's called, you earn 10%. But think about this. You can earn from you down to infinity with no levels to qualify. You get to override every single person's volume in your organization, including spillover, including the volume that I get just for being in a good, strong team where people are placing people below me, even though I didn't put them there. And so that is huge because you get to override everything, and 10% of your weaker team volume is what you're going to get. So quick example. Let's say I'm in a strong volume leg and I have like 2 million on one side and I have a million on the other. Well, I'm going to get 10% of that million, which is 100 grand. Now, folks, I'm throwing out some big numbers, but I believe in the binary so much because my best month in the industry, folks, has been just shy of 400 grand in 1 month, and that was with the binary. Now, I made 7 figures, multiple companies, multiple times in this industry because of the binary. So right now, guys, you need to realize that we're just getting started. We just we're still in the friends and family area, but as of Saturday, our kickoff meeting here in Southern California and our kickoff meeting in Houston, guys, after that, we're going into a soft launch, moving rapidly into pre-launch, and then to a full-blown out launch. So right now, it's all about positioning. If you understand how a binary works, positioning right now is so important because right now we're around 300 people in the organization worldwide. And if you understand that, guys, that's huge. So right now is the time to run. Okay, so the matching bonus. Now we understand that we have unlimited depth, but what can we do for unlimited width? So we have the matching bonus, and the matching bonus works this way. You're going to get 10% of your people, your frontline people's binary pay. So if you have somebody that made $10,000 in a month off of the binary tree, well, guess what? You're going to match that 10,000 by 10% and make $1,000. Even though you didn't do anything, it's somebody else that you brought to the table that earned that income because you brought them, you get to match their income. Now, let's say they go out and they find somebody on their team, on their first level, that's also making $10,000 a month. Well, guess what? Now you're matching 2 people. So you make 1,000 from the person on your second level and 1,000 from the person on your first. But let's say that person goes out and starts finding somebody that's making $10,000 a month. Well, guess what? Now you match that third level at 20%. Now, here's what I know about matching bonuses. That your third level is going to be wider than your first and your second combined. But it doesn't stop you there. On your fourth level, the deeper you go, the more you're making. You're making a 20%. Here's why I'm saying that you make even more money on the fourth level, even though the percentage is the same as your third. Your fourth level, historically, in any other company ever, the fourth level, for whatever reason, happens to be your widest level. And that's where we put another 20% matching bonus in binary income. So guys, this is huge. You could literally max out our compensation plan going as wide as you want to go, 4 levels deep on the matching bonuses, and then on the binary you could go to unlimited depth. So you have the best of both worlds. But this isn't one of those weak compensation plans where they give you like, 10% first level, then the next level you go to 5, then the third level you go to like 1%, and then you go to like, 0.25 or some, the deeper you go, the less and less and less you get paid. This is 10, 10, 20, 20. Very, very easy, very profitable, very generous compensation plan on the matching bonuses. But then it doesn't stop there. We have our leadership rank bonus. Now this is huge, guys, because if you understand leadership advancement, you're going to find out that this is where the big, big money's made. Pro 1 and Pro 2, that's a one-time bonus. That's a pat on the back saying, attaboy, you did great, keep it going. That's a one-time bonus, $50 and $200. Now, we're not going to break down all the requirements to actually make this, but what I want you to put in your mind is that once you get to Pro 3 through Pro 7, this is where you start overriding your entire tree. Now, spillover doesn't count for this. This is from you down. So whoever you brought in, whoever they brought in, whoever they brought in. And on this, you're going to make a 1% override. So now let's do some quick math. Let's say I'm doing 2 million in volume and I get a 1% override on 2 million. Well, guess what? I just made 20 grand. Does that follow? Now, if I want to keep the numbers a little, simpler, on a million, that's an extra 10 grand. That's 1% of a million in volume. Now, folks, if I would have had that, one of the last companies I built, I was doing 7 figures in volume, and I never got an override of 1% or 3%. So if you look at this, you go from 1% to 1.5 to 2 to 2.5, then 3. If I was overriding 3% on a million, that's an extra 30 grand. Guys, that's not a small thing. That's huge. An extra 30 grand plus my matching bonuses, plus my binary income, and plus my fast starts. Are you kidding me? This is life-changing income, folks. When you go through the leadership ranks and actually get to override your entire team's volume, this is huge. Okay, so then we have the packages. Let's recap this real quick. We have a $50 non-commissionable activation fee. Then we have the $100 basic package. That has a weekly cap of $500 a week. So 500 times 4 is 2,000. 2,000 times 12, that's 24,000. So for a one-time out of pocket of $100, that's not bad. The 500 is the intermediate. Now you're looking at 2,500. If you do the math, that's $10,000 a month, $120,000 a year. Plus you get to match level 1 of the matching bonuses right off the bat when you come in at the 500. Now, there's a 2% premium attached to this package, which means that you take the current price of the coins, which right now is 0.025, divide that into 500. That'll give you the amount of coins that you get plus 2% extra for coming in at the $500 level. Now, the 1,500, which is the accelerated package, that's 7,500 times 4. That's $30,000 a month. Now you're flirting with, $360,000 a year. You get to match levels 1 and 2. Now keep in mind, at this package of 1,500, you get to have a shot at what 1% of the population actually make here in the United States. And you get a premium of 4%, extra premium coins. Now, 2,500, that comes with 12,000 weekly cap. 12,000 weekly cap. You get to match levels 1 through 3 and get an extra 6.5% in premium over and above what the package comes with in terms of points. Then you go to the $5,500 professional package and look at the caps, folks. Okay, so for some of you, you're going to be like, whoa, yes, cap for the 5,500 has gone to 35,000. Okay, this is retroactive to anybody that has that package. So, I don't want everybody like, calling up, oh my gosh, how do I get that? Do I have to do anything? No, you don't have to do anything. It's retroactive to anybody that came before. And it goes to levels 1 through 4. And that's 10% premium extra coins is 10% on the $5,500 package. So this is huge, guys. This is what people are gonna be doing when they come on board directly through the network. That's the premium pricing that people are gonna have versus buying it directly from the exchange. Okay, so let's give me just one quick second here. Okay, now folks, when we come to the end of a presentation, typically we're going to have 3 types of people. One person's going to be like, oh my gosh, you know what? It's a lot of information, but I love it. I'm excited. I get it. I'm a yes. Let's go. I want to get started. I want to get signed up. Get back to the person that invited you here today so that you understand how to actually sign up, how they're going to send you a link so you can register for free, and then show you what the enrollment process looks like. And then the second person might say, no, this is not for me. And if that's you, we thank you for listening to the presentation so attentively. But here's the people that I'm directing my attention to right now, the maybes. Okay. And the reason I want to talk to you right now is because you're in a position right now where some people or a lot of people out there would like to be in. A lot of people would have liked to have heard about Bitcoin when it first came out. Okay. This is like that, guys. You're right at the beginning of something huge, something massive that could be life changing. So if you're a maybe and that maybe is because something's unclear, because something wasn't understood, because you need a little bit more information, maybe you need a phone call, you need just to talk it through, then I encourage you to get to the person that invited you. They'll know who to contact in order for those questions, those doubts, or maybe you just need additional information. But I'm really talking to the maybes right now because, guys, you don't want to miss out. Now, remember, when I started in this industry back in 2006, 2007, I was telling people that by 2012, analog phone lines were going away. It happened. And it didn't happen because I'm smart. I just listened and researched and listened to smarter people. So when I hear people like Sir Richard Branson, owner of Everything Virgin, when I hear people like Bill Gates, when I hear people like Tim Draper, when I hear the guy that invented Netscape saying, hey, cryptocurrency is where it's at and it's not stopping, and when I see that Santander Bank has gotten together with 2 other major banks out of Europe and started dumping in $500 million into blockchain and cryptocurrency technology. And when I see that Bank of America and Chase Bank and the banks here in the US are doing the exact same thing, I'm not smarter than them, guys. And if they're in, that means I want to be there too. Because here's what happens, folks. Like one of the things that my good friend Bishop says, success leaves clues. And so if that's where they're at, that's where I want to be there. Not because, I'm smart. No, because I just know who to listen to. So if you're a maybe, make sure that before you make a decision, you get all your facts straight. So folks, I want to thank you for being on this webinar presentation. It's been my pleasure to be your host. Hopefully I did a pretty good job in really having you take if this was your first look, guys, this is an awesome opportunity. And I think that if you're a maybe, get your questions answered. And if you're ready to go, get yourself positioned today and let's go to work, guys, because I'm telling you, this is going to go really quick, really fast after Saturday. We have some major people coming on board, and playtime is over. Right now, we're all focused 1,000% on making this a household name. And you don't want to be thinking, next January in 2018, oh my God, I'm seeing pro everywhere, and I was there in that webinar, and I didn't take advantage of it. And guess what? Now I missed out on a tremendous opportunity. So thank you so much for being on this webinar here tonight. Have an incredible day, and God bless.